All right, so welcome back for another fun day of renovations, and I gotta tell you, I am exhausted. I've been working every night for the past, I think, 3 weeks, and working my day job as well. I need a chill day. I need a chill day. And you know what that means? That means it's gonna be a paint day. So part of what I've been doing in here is prepping all of the walls for paint. And you're probably wondering, what do I mean when I say that? Well, there were holes everywhere. I think there was another dartboard in here, plus just random things that people hang, like hooks and things like that. But it was pretty messy, and it was filthy. The walls were filthy. I don't know what it is. It's almost like someone took syrup and just kind of like coated it all over the walls. And I have no idea why someone would do that, because like, were they trying to eat the walls? I don't know. I didn't like lick it to try and figure out if it actually was syrup, because that didn't seem like a good idea, but that's what it seemed like. So on this wood paneling, I used wood putty to kind of fill in all the little holes. And as you can hopefully see over on this wall, yeah, it's kind of a mess. So I went through, I filled all the holes, I puttied where I needed to. It's already been just lightly sanded. And I went through and I did a first coat on all of the trim in this room, as well as this big room up in here. So as far as I know, I've removed all of the obstacles that I would have when normally trying to paint. So what we're gonna try and do is roll this room here, this room here, this room here, which, believe it or not, is mostly ready to roll. I got a little bit of sanding to do up here, but that should be good too. And believe it or not, I'm gonna roll this kitchen too. And I know, like, rolling that kitchen, the condition that's in, right, that sounds a little bit suspect, right? But I went through and I actually used a product called Insulex sticks on the walls, on the beadboard paneling. And I'd done that early on. I tested it. It worked great. I went through and I rolled that room. As far as I'm concerned, that's ready to go too. So we're going to roll this entire apartment today, and I think we're going to do it pretty quickly. The only room I'm not going to bother with today is this one. We're going to save that one for later once we're finished cutting wood. One thing I do want to share with you, though, is my feature wall. See, look, we got some nice paneling there. We got some nice paneling there, and in between we got all this paneling that doesn't match at all. So there's areas on the left and right side. That's actually where I had removed those doors, and I wasn't able to match that paneling anywhere locally. So now it's a feature. And in all seriousness, I think one of the things I'm gonna do is actually put shelving right in the middle there to kind of distract from the fact that it doesn't match. We'll see how that goes. I've also got a big pile of trim here on the floor. My aspirations for that are actually to, you know, start hanging that, but paint comes first. And the state it's in now, I can actually go all the way up to the ceilings and down the floors, because there's no baseboards installed. And I took all the molding down when I rehung the ceiling. So there's been a bunch of other stuff that's gone on here as well. At some point, I'll get you caught up. But for now, we're just gonna get started and hopefully have a pretty chill day. First thing I'm doing in here is just taping up these baseboards. I very much dislike getting paint on baseboards, and this is just a really quick way to prevent myself from having to clean up afterwards. I normally don't tape anything, but I do always have tape for this reason. I'm not saying tape is bad, I'm just saying I don't do it. One of the other things I do as well is I always clean off the trim before I start, because I find that if I decide to be lazy and I don't, what happens is I end up getting all kinds of stuff in my brush or on my roller, and I despise that. So I think in here, as far as getting started, that's really it. I'm probably gonna clear out some of this stuff so I have more room to work. But yeah, I've done a lot of prep so far, so there's not a lot to do right now before we can get started. All right, so I got my paint, I got my roller, pretty much ready to go. My plan is just like, I'll dip the roller in the bucket. No, that's not the plan. Although I may use that. It's good to get in smaller areas. All right, so this is actually the setup we're gonna use today. So we have, to start with, an 18-inch roller, right? And if you haven't used one of these before, highly recommended. For some reason, it just feels so much faster than the standard 9-inch roller. And it's not, I mean, it's only double the size, but it feels like everything goes so much faster. So the second thing we have is the locking pole. Something like this makes it a lot easier to put paint down. You're not having to get up on a ladder. You're not needing to bend down in most cases when you're rolling. And this size, the 2 to 4 foot, is perfect for a room like this, perfect for this entire house. Then we've got the roller head. So this is technically multiple sizes. 18 works fine for 18. And then we got a big old paint tray. So I reuse these once they've dried out. I had white paint in here before. I'm putting white paint in there now. Everything will be fine. These are kind of expensive, so it saves on cost. The other thing I'm doing is using Benjamin Moore Regal Select in here. You may remember from the upstairs apartment, the challenges I had with the bear paint. No more. I'm done. We're going Regal Select for this entire place. Good news is the local place gives me a discount on this. So, I mean, it is more expensive than the bear, but it's worth it. There's nothing like confidently dumping a whole can of paint in a paint tray like that. It just feels good. I'm about 5 minutes in and I've already done one wall. I realized though, I forgot to hit record, so you're not gonna see yet those satisfying full swaths go down in a matter of seconds. But don't worry, don't worry. As soon as I get to the other side, we'll definitely show that. All right, so obviously I still have some brush work to do, right? We got some areas up there we need to do and down by the hydronic baseboards, but that's it. That's the first coat done. That took me about 20 minutes. So all 4 walls, you know, pretty big space. And this stuff wasn't necessarily super easy to do because it did have the groove, so I had to go over it a couple of times in some cases. But yeah, 20 minutes, and I still got some work to do, but regardless of whether I had the 18-inch roller or not, I would still have to do that work with the brush. So from my perspective, definitely a great investment, saves a lot of time. Probably wondering, like, why am I painting right now, right? I'm in a mess, right? And I still have a lot of work to do. In the last apartment, I painted actually even earlier than I'm painting now. I essentially ended up painting room by room by room. And believe it or not, I've actually learned a lesson from that last apartment. So what I did here actually, and what I've been doing nights when I haven't been filming, is I've been prepping all of these walls. Getting everything ready to go so that I could just come in here and whip out my first coat of paint in one day. So yes, it's convenient that this is all I felt like doing today, but that was actually the plan. So I can go through and I can roll every single wall in this house, except for the green room, right? Because it's a mess still. But with one roller, a couple cans of paint, I can get my first coat down everywhere, which is really important, right? Because I'm in that mindset. I'm painting now. This is what I'm doing. And even though I put plastic wrap on the rollers, which keeps them pretty fresh, I don't want to have to use more than one roller for this whole thing, right? Those things are like 12 bucks a piece. They're pretty expensive, especially compared to the shorter ones. So doing everything all at once, getting all that prep work done, right? It was part of the plan. And you know, so far it's worked out. We've done 2 rooms so far. We've got 2 more to do, and we may actually tackle the bathroom as well. The other thing I like to do as well is paint before I put floors down. I find that makes my life a lot easier, and I don't end up with paint drips on the floors because, as you can probably tell, I am not the type of person to put down a drop cloth. It's just not who I am. It's not my nature. So it's these walls in here that have been primed with the Insulix sticks, because these are, well, in this case, this one's wallpaper, and the other ones were the beadboard, whatever you call it. It's the only space with this roller so far. It's been a little bit tight. I find that it's surprisingly versatile and easy to get in, kind of hard to reach places with it. Well, as long as the roller fits. Now it's time for my least favorite part, which is painting trim or painting next to trim. Good news about this place is that there's a lot of crown molding. So as long as I paint first, I don't actually have to be super careful around the trim because I'll put the trim on afterwards. Normally I have a little handy pail to do this with. Unfortunately, I can't find any of the liners, so I'm stuck using the can, which is okay. I'm used to a certain amount of luxury. So this one I got to pay attention. I have to make sure that I'm not going crazy here, and that I'm staying with the trim line where it's beadboard. It's kind of irritating because I have to be able to have enough paint on my brush to get into where the bead is. All right, so that's gonna about do it for me for the day. I went through and did the walls, and then the trim, and then I did the walls again. So I've painted this entire apartment. It came out pretty darn good. I have some spots there that I'm still working on. We'll get those later. In the living room, it looks great. I'm not gonna do anything else in here. This is good enough. I also sneakily did the bathroom, so you can kind of get a sense of what's going on in here. By the way, I also grouted in here. It's dirty now, but I ended up grouting the floor. Wall here, this still needs to be done. We are gonna do that. I've got a mental block that keeps me from taking that on, but it's got to get done, right? I gotta do it. I don't have a choice. In the big room here, same thing. Even the areas that were really rough over by the windows came out great. Any areas where you still see blue up along the walls are where I'm gonna put the crown molding. So you can kind of tell I still do need to do the ceiling in here with some ceiling paint. So far, all I've done in here on the ceiling is primed, and I've got to do the other rooms as well. I just primed that, took care of most of the stuff. I do have some spots here I have to go over again. I used some bin on that, and I just need to hit it with a roller to kind of flatten it out a little bit. So all in all, I'd say it was a good day. It was the kind of just, I wouldn't call it relaxing, like I don't like painting, but it was the kind of just like turned the brain off day that I needed today, and it kind of felt good. And you know, I got a lot done, right? And I feel better about how it looks in here as well. It's hard to come to the same place day after day and, you know, look at all of the, you know, big infrastructure stuff you're doing, but not feel like you're getting back to the point where it's a home, right? So we progressed on that today. We got it feeling better, right? It's still not there yet. I mean, obviously, look around, but we're getting closer, and that's good because I got just over 2 months to get this done. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the pressure right now. I think I can make it. But it's going to be close, so stay tuned. Once again, thank you for joining me today. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.